Wait, that doesn't count. This doesn't count. I wasn't prepared yet, and it says if I get back to the castle, I can use many techniques. Yeah, if we get back to the castle or out of this realm, I can kill you on the spot. This is not my true form. This is not my true strength. This magic always comes from hard work and effort. It says you don't have to use your magical without using magical items, you can use anything in this venue to my advantage as a replicant. Like for instance, this carpet that can definitely burn on fire, and simultaneously that lamp that I can break the glass with magic and create a bomb. It says the fact that after your hand toys are gone, and you be after your hand toys are gone, and you are out of options. You'll get awkward after you're done with what you got. And listen to this, all right? You, damn, Artoria, Castoria just fucking nailed it. こんばんは、アンズスさん、こんばんは。フォロワーありがとうございます。お前にはマジで、You're 100 years too early. Come, go back to the beginners trick-or-treat classroom and train from back there. Damn. Yes, I pulled it off. 日本語いけるんですね。すごいですね。まあ、ハーフですからね。ハーフですから、まあ、大体なものは、中3以上、以下ぐらいな感じぐらいは読めますけど、まあ、なんていうの？ダッサンの言葉遣いにはちょっと苦戦しますね。たまに。ナッサンの独特の言葉遣いにはちょっとたまに苦戦しますね。Yeah, Castoria was just like, you're 100% too, you're 100 years too early. Take that. Go back to your little hand trick classroom. It says, don't get on your high horses, you little shit. It says, it seems that the battle has concluded. When it comes to the aptitude and strength in magic per se, it seems that Miss Artoria is better. And the quote-unquote JK prophecy of the child will be bought up specifically by Miss Artoria. And with that said, our auction will be concluded. So everyone, please go home and be safe. And I believe, Lord Tristan, you should return home as well. Because I believe that I've heard last time you were at New Darlington and trying to figure something out. If any rumor comes suit and that you were messing around in Growstar, maybe you're going to buy, you might actually buy the unhappiness or undoubt or unfaithfulness from your dearest queen. Are you gonna sigh? Yeah, are you gonna be on the side of the child of the prophecy, Murian? No. I'm only just saying to keep your facade or face as your I'm only trying to keep your queen's facade and not to get your name tarnished of the tarnished as a fairy knight because the queen is giving you an order and you are disobeying it. It says, yeah, you can clean the you can clean the blood stains on the venues, but you can never you can never recover a tainted reputation. Because of your foolishness and your selfishness, you do realize that there are some people that might lose faith or loyalty to your dear queen. You do know that fairies are prominent to move side to side wherever the wind takes them sometimes, right? I, for once, don't want to have any sympathizers of the North Nokurea to have more members or aka resistance to such. Fine. I'll leave then. Murian, we'll meet again in Camelot, okay? It says, as a same person who enjoys arts and galleries, I would like you to see my collection next. She's staring at me or Castoria? She's staring at Castoria. Hey, we bought Mermatcha! Woo! I was so nervous. I thought everybody's gonna get mass murdered on the spot. But to be perfectly honest, I'm so surprised. Super unexpected. I never thought that girl can actually beat, Tristan. Watashi to onaji kurai no seichou de, watashi to onaji kurai no maruku nano ni, anna ni doudou suru nante, sugoi, sugoi, sugoi. Is that Pepe? No, it's not Pepe. Who is sighing? Who is this? Is this MASH? This gotta be MASH, maybe. It says she has the same height as me. She has the same magical energy as me. She's so bold and amazing, 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 amazing. That's not MASH, is it? But then again, characters change. It says, we managed somehow. Hey, there was a voice from the back of the stage. What's going on? It says, oh, I'm sorry. I can't hear anything. My ear is shot because my body is shaking in fear. But I couldn't hold myself, even though that person was 100 times strong. Yeah, tens and 100 times stronger than I could ever be. The fact that she had the same name as Mr. Tristan, but her attitude was so so disgusting that I couldn't stand still and wanted to teach her a lesson. Yep, we never thought we would meet the fairy knights, the second fairy knights right away this quickly. But technically, in the battle of mage or magic, Artoria won hand in hand. And now with that finished, all it comes down to is yes. Oh. Huh. The hell? The cage is gone and I'm back to normal. What's the mechanism of this, huh? It's the Muramasa that got free from the cage. It's our next problem. Oberon and Artoria doesn't understand the situation we just got ourselves in. He is definitely a servant that is outside of this world, but that doesn't mean that he's our ally either. He is the disciple, if not the follower, of the foreign god. He's definitely an enemy against us. He's the enemy against humanity servant number 1. Wait, Protag's enemy? But didn't you just call him Grandpa? Yeah, We did. But it'll be a long story if we try to explain this. Grandpa means chimocher. It says no need for explanation, alright? He and I went back a little bit and have some ties to certain things to deal with. We're killing... Yeah, our relationship is killing each other? No. I wouldn't say it would be... Yeah, I wouldn't say we would go that far. But I'm not his ally either. Or their ally either. If I were to say it non-bluntly, we're just... we're just an old... we're just... how do I say kusarehen? Kusarehen ってどうやって言うのかな英語で。腐れた縁。A shitty relationship. That's about it. Ain't that right, Protag? If you're willing to fight, I'll be your opponent. And if you don't want to, then that's that. Yeah, if you're bored, I can even pour you a tea or two. The fact that we were... the fact that we meet each other here, some sort of fate guided us after all. Besides, hey, that staff, that looks... Aren't you looking like a... But I gotta say, that last one you did, you came coming around. That was a fantastic show that I've witnessed before, and well done, little one. When it comes to tricks and plays, it seems you're jack of all trades. Britain's magicians are very nonchalant, and it feels good to witness. Yes. Thank you. Mr. Protag. What is wrong with this person? He looks so young, but inside of him is an old man. He has an evil appearance, but he doesn't look, he doesn't look threatening. Alright, Muramasa. Okay. You gotta just wait a little bit, Senji Muramasa. To us, you're a threat. To us, you're more than threat than anything. That situation hasn't changed, and I need you to know that. But, understanding that circumstances, why are you here in the first place? I wanted to stay quiet about it, but... I guess you did buy me from the shop, so you did buy me and save me from a bin. I'll give it a let loose. It will be it will be unrightful for me to not, keep it quiet. It will be unrightful for me to keep it quiet. Alright, I'll keep it short. Is this the part where we see where he tries to kill Morgana and get fucking plundered by Lancelot? Oh no. So this is a 5-point spoilers. But anyway, it's not that important. But after leaving Olympus, the foreigner god has given me orders. This person specifically said, go to Britain Lostbelt, infiltrate it, and assassinate the foreigner king. The Lostbelt king, excuse me. Because apparently Britain is growing into a unexpected way. Rasputin is busy doing something else. And Ribbon, that fucker, we lost contact. I wonder why. And with that being said, I was in charge to go to Britain, infiltrate it, and then I tried to push into the castle that was in the island of the middle. They sicked the fairy knight or whatever, but I was able to get into the throne room. But whenever I was trying to Yeah, whenever I was so close to cut that queen's head off, something came from the sky and just started assaulting. And next thing I know, I was being pushed back, even thrown out the window outside of the throne room. We tried to fight and cut each other in the mid-air, but when the things was getting good, I was plunged down into this hole. It says, yeah, while I was free falling for 10 seconds, my Saint Core has been stabbed and eradicated multiple times. If I was a regular servant, 12 times, I guess, I would have died. Death was certain if you're a normal one. But unfortunately for them, my build is a little different. Outside mechanical being, and I've got the blessing of the foreigner's god on my tail. And so I woke up with barely not dying. I was able to move. It took me about 3 days to be able to move again and get out of the hole within that day. I was flat broke, didn't know what the hell I was doing when I surfaced. When I surfaced, I got to a place where a lot of blacksmiths were, or metalsmithing, whatever the metalsmithing town was, and I stayed there for 3 days. And when I was trying to go home, I got lost in this weird forest, and that took me 3 days when I fell down. And then, so he also fucking, so he also got lost in the fucking forest of no name too. So with that said, I got caught by some bad fairies, and that took me 3 days. And then next thing you know, I was transported in this town, got sold off, and I was showing off my tricks and tricks and secrets for about 5 days. And so with that said, so essentially in a span of 5 days, 穴から這い上がるのに3日、帰りにおかしな森へ飛び込んで生まれるさらに3日、その後見てくたばってやっぱりレードもWell, that does conclude it. It's a pitiful story, but it ain't much. I didn't do much. Excuse me, you did just say you went, you went and assaulted the throne? The throne where Empress Morgane sit and you were about to kill her? I think you did something fascinating. It says, I heard that even in the Queen's era, which is the Morgane era, the AD, right? During the Morgane era, no warrior was able to reach the throne, not once. That's so. And you have experience in smithing? It did say in the catalog, you can build whatever you like. Well, I guess. It seems you're not a bad servant as well. No. But you're a bad servant, I see. Is it, I wonder, wait, so you're not a bad, but you are a bad servant. It's a shame, do we have to kill you? Hello? Good servants, bad servants. Whenever it comes to decisions like that, it's not the history that they've gone with, you know? Servants are like soldiers or mercenaries, after all. It's important. Yeah, it's all important about who and what they're contracted with, I guess. And what they're planning to do is the most important thing of them all. Huh? Who are you? Seems from the looks of it, you look like a servant. My name is Obero. I was kind of subbing a little bit early beforehand. I'm the proper human side servant. Now, notice this here, right? He doesn't say... Because technically, he says he's a servant of the proper human side, right? But at the same time, he specifically doesn't say your friend or your ally. He specifically says he's a servant that got side with the proper human history, meaning that technically, in logic formation, he could technically be on Barrel's side, right? And on Barrel's side, he can technically be still a proper human history servant. Therefore, I'm still suspicious of this guy. He's a good guy, don't get me wrong, but I'm definitely feeling that good Moriarty, bad Moriarty vibe from him, which, in my opinion, once we defeat Morgan, I think he's going to switch side just because he feels like that'd be more interesting. He's like a Merlin / a fairy. He would always side. Yeah, he will always go. He will always be on a side of more interesting. So he's sus. He's a bimbo fairy. Yes, he is a bimbo fairy. Senju Muramasa is your name, right? It seems that your objective is Queen Morgana as well, from the hears of it. Then it seems that our objectives align. How about it? Yesterday's enemy is today's friend is a wording that's get along. Until we defeat Morgan, why don't we cooperate? After all, don't you think that if we were to have more forces or gather more strength together, be more efficient in execution? It says you're right. After all, I can't call backup or anything special in this place. Whatever you're suggesting, it's probably a quote-unquote crossing the wataribure. It's something of a boat that came by. So yeah, so Muramasa essentially is saying that, so you're just offering your hand to help for the time of being, huh? Fine, I'll take your bait. What do you think, Protag? Muramasa is the disciple of the foreigner god, but in the very but to be logically, he's one of the type that can be understood. A disciple that can be understood through communication. I don't mind Mermatcher, but what about you, Artoria? Wait, so this person would come along with us? I think that's wonderful. I think that's a wonderful idea, and I welcome it with open arms. After all, any blacksmith, if there's no bad guy if they're a there's no bad guy if they're a blacksmith. So, meaning that if they're metal workers, it's essentially saying that there's no bad guys in metal workers. So, meaning that if you make, you're a metal worker, aka a blacksmith, right? It's easier to say blacksmith, but technically it is a steel bender or steel worker. And then fucking Da Vinci's like, leaving that mysterious blacksmith, blacksmith worker push vibe aside. Muramasa, are you okay with this in the first place? You do know that the foreigner god does show hostility towards us. Isn't that technically count as a betrayal? Are you gonna explode all of a sudden? What the hell? No, that ain't happening. What do you think people are? And besides, this is no betrayal whatsoever. You gotta understand, I'm just a bladesmith. Yeah, I'm just a bladesmith that has been entrusted a specific job given by the foreigner god. It's not something out of loyalty or anything. It says, when it comes to owing a debt, you know, I have a debt towards that young girl over there. Don't I? The quote unquote, if she helped me, I'll pay. Yeah, if she, yeah. If the debt is due, I'll pay them back. You're the prophecy girl? I've got the gist of it. Until we do defeat that queen, I'll come along. Yeah, I'll come along and hang about. It does not, yeah, it won't break or contradict the contract that the foreigner god made to me. Yay! Murmasa joined as an ally. Has the conversation been finished? Am I, yeah, are we okay? Yeah. Are you guys done? Thank you for purchasing my wonderful product once again. And with the with the money in hand and price to be transferred soon, I would like to say my gratitude. I would like to say my greeting as the owner of this establishment. The owner would like to greet you on her establishment. Excuse me, I read that wrong a little bit. So essentially, it's the MC fairy. Think of it as a bald dude. Think of it as a bald dude with black glasses with a fancy watch, almost like a certain person that we've remember before, right? It's a dude that came into the last stream, you know, someone like that. Yeah, it's him. But anyway, the mayor of Grostar, Master Muriamu, would like to have a word. It's Mafia. All right, low key. I'm pretty sure that MC